everyone, it is April 30th, the last day of Adrenal Disease Awareness Month, and I figured I would make a video about hydration. So if you're new to this channel, my name is Michelle, and I talk about my journey with stage 3 triple-negative breast cancer and central adrenal insufficiency, which is what I'm left with after the immunotherapy, which was part of my cancer treatment, and other things on my journey to always find a better me. I'll talk about lots of different things, but today we're going to talk about hydration. So one of the things with adrenal insufficiency, once we make sure that we are replacing our cortisol that we don't make anymore with hydrocortisone or another steroid, we also need to make sure that we are staying hydrated. And hydration doesn't mean just drinking water. Water doesn't replenish the electrolytes that you lose, and electrolyte imbalance is actually pretty common with people with Addison's disease or adrenal insufficiency. So one of the things I make sure I do is every single day I drink at least one element, which is my electrolyte of choice. I am not an affiliate. I don't make any money from Element, but I do have a referral code if you wanted to try Element, and I will put that in the description. And if you buy anything from them, you'll get a free sample pack with all of their flavors in it. And so there is the raw unflavored, which is the one that I like the best, and watermelon, grapefruit, chocolate, mango chili, citrus, orange, and actually they're all called whatever that flavor is, and salt. So there's grapefruit salt, orange salt, citrus salt, chocolate salt. So all of those flavors are in that sample pack. If you wanted to try it, just use the link below. And again, I don't make any money from them. Occasionally someone will make a purchase of, I think it's a box, or maybe signing up for their subscription, which I do, and I'll get a free box, but that's what I get once in a while. So anyway, Element is the one that I like the best. I like the raw unflavored. It's just sodium, magnesium, and potassium. That's all that's in this, is those electrolytes. And it makes my water taste a little salty, which I really like. If you don't like a saltiness to your water, what I actually had to do when I started, and this is before I had adrenal insufficiency, it tasted really super salty to me. This is the bottle that I currently use. So 1,000 milligrams of sodium, 200 milligrams of potassium, and 60 milligrams of magnesium. And it is in the form of magnesium malate. I know some people like to know what form of magnesium it is. It doesn't make you have loose stools. That's magnesium citrate. And magnesium glycinate is the one that helps you sleep at night. So there are different forms of magnesium, and this one is malate. This is the raw unflavored Element. And this is the flavored watermelon salt Element. Replacing those electrolytes, and 1,000 milligrams of sodium may seem pretty high to some people, but if you, well, in my case, I don't regulate my electrolytes as efficiently as I once did, but when my adrenal system worked properly. And my oncologist, my endocrinologist, and my cardiologist, they're always telling me to eat more salt. So 1,000 milligrams per packet is good for me. And it's probably good for you too. Salt is not evil. It's an essential mineral in our body. So anyway, that is what Element has. And again, I drink at least one 16-ounce bottle of water with a packet of Element, and I put also in that iodine. I actually use this probably most days. Some days I don't. Either I forget or I just skip a day every once in a while, but I use Nascent iodine, and this is the iodine in its atomic form, as opposed to Lugol's iodine, which is potassium iodide, I think. And so this is supposed to be just more bioavailable. And I'll put a link. I found an article that kind of explains the difference between the two. And I'll put a link to that in the description as well. So I'll put that in my water as well every day, or my electrolytes every day. And then as the weather gets warmer, I'll have more than one packet a day. So 2 to 3 if I'm sweating a lot, if I'm out in the hot sun. When we're on vacation, if I'm doing a lot of walking, I will definitely drink 2 to 3 packets of Element every day. Now, if you don't like the salty flavor of Element, which some people don't, there are other options. My daughter likes Liquid IV. This has sugar. So even the flavored versions of Element, they have stevia and some natural flavors, but they don't have any sugar in them or any artificial sweetener. It's stevia, it's a natural sweetener, is in like this watermelon salt. My daughter likes the Liquid IV. In this, there is sugar. So we have cane sugar, dextrose, citric acid, salt, potassium citrate, sodium citrate, dipotassium phosphate, silicone dioxide, stevia leaf extract, vitamin C, vitamin B3, B5, B6, and B12. So there's quite a bit more. Here is a close-up of the Liquid IV information. This is the ingredients down here, and you can see you've got some calories there. There are 13 carbs, 11 grams of sugar, only 490 milligrams of sodium in this one, and then there's 380 potassium, and there is no magnesium in this one. So this is Liquid IV. It's just another option. You're still getting that sodium and potassium, so it may be beneficial. Now I just wanted to talk about like Gatorade. Like that's the big thing. Gatorade Zero has sucralose or aspartame in it, or saccharin. I don't remember which one, but one of those three. And I get my heart races and actually beats extra beats if I have an artificial sweetener. And it will then I'll have a migraine. So I avoid those, and I've avoided those for years. But regular Gatorade, and so I have the big thing that you can mix. Regular Gatorade has 150 milligrams of sodium and 50 milligrams of potassium, as well as 22 carbs, 21 grams of which is sugar. It has sugar, dextrose, citric acid, salt, sodium citrate, monopotassium phosphate, calcium silicate, and natural flavor and gum arabic. And so this is what's in Gatorade. And if you mix it in whatever the scoop is, 1 2/3 teaspoons, if you mix it into 12 ounces of water, then that is about the equivalent of a bottle of Gatorade. So just as a comparison, there's not a lot of electrolytes in Gatorade, but putting that salt in there, it is beneficial and more hydrating than just water. So last, I have this Enterade Oncology formula, which has electrolytes and amino acids. So this is Enterade, and this is the Oncology formula. It's clear. There's no colors associated with this. There are no carbs, no sugar. There is 230 milligrams of sodium, 95 milligrams of potassium. It just has percentages for others. So there's less than 2% calcium. There's 2% magnesium. It doesn't tell you how many milligrams. 10% of chloride, and it has amino acids of L-valine, L-aspartic acid, L-serine, L-threonine, L-tyrosine. Natural flavor, sodium chloride, sodium citrate, potassium chloride, magnesium chloride, calcium chloride, and stevia. So it does have, this is the orange flavored, does have a little bit of a sweetness to it. If you are going through cancer treatments, this with the amino acids actually seriously helps with nausea. It seriously helps with nausea. And so I saved a couple of these just so I have them in the fridge, because I will often, if I get low cortisol, I will get nausea. And so I feel like this would also be helpful in that circumstance for adrenal insufficiency as well. So again, Element is my favorite. I love it. I have a subscription. I get, you know, a big box with 4 of these boxes in it, and there are 30 per box, so it's 4 months supply. So that's my thing on hydration. Again, I drink at least 1 a day. On warm days or active days or days when I'm out in the sun, I will have 2 to 3 per day of those electrolyte packets. And after the one, I am still, so usually I will have my electrolytes in this because I like it salty now. And then after that, I switch to my big Stanley cup and I just keep filling it up with ice water with a little bit of baking soda. So usually I'll go through another 1.5 to 2 of these every day as well, even when it's not warm and even when I'm not active. So, hi, I just wanted to add in here that I also keep packets of electrolytes in my emergency kit. So I have my emergency meds here, my injection of hydrocortisone, my extra hydrocortisone, different dosages of hydrocortisone capsules in my emergency kit, but I also keep electrolytes in there so that if I ever do start to feel low cortisol, or just if I'm out and I get overheated or I'm sweating a lot, I make sure I have electrolytes with me. That's my information on hydration. Kind of a little bit of a review. I will try and find all of these and put links below, probably Amazon links for everything except the Element, because if you don't get the free sample pack if you order from Amazon. So I'll put my referral link to Element, and then everything else I'll probably find Amazon links and put those in the description so that you can try them. Try something, stay hydrated. And this is good advice for anybody, but obviously if you're watching this video, you're focused on adrenal insufficiency or cancer treatments, and all of these are very helpful as well. Have a great day, and on to May. It's my birthday month next month, and so we'll see you soon.